Hello students, so today we start with our practical class that is on glasswares. So in this lecture we will see what are glasswares and what are mainly glasswares used in our biochemistry laboratory. Okay, so we start with glassware. Glasswares are a variety of equipment made up of glass. They are used for scientific experiments, for work in science, especially we can see that is in chemistry and in biological laboratories. Now composition of glass. Glass, they are mainly known as borosilicate. They are made up of silica, which is 80.6%, boric oxide, that is 12.6%, sodium oxide, which is 4.15%, and aluminum oxide, that is 2.2%. Now glasswares, which we will see in this lecture we will see about beakers, flask, that may be conical flasks, round bottom flask, then measuring cylinders, reagent bottles, droppers, glass rods, even the tubes, test tubes, centrifuge tubes, digestion tubes, etc., and burettes, pipettes, and desiccators, and finally funnels. So all these glasswares we will see what are they applicable. So beaker. Now we come to the glassware. First we will see about beaker. Beaker is this a simple container which is used for stirring, mixing and heating liquid, commonly used in many laboratories. Beaker, it is cylindrical in shape with bottom as a flat. Almost all the beakers have a beak, that is snout, एक ऐसा चोंच निकली हुई होती है, that is useful for pouring liquid. So beakers are available in a wide range of sizes. They may be from millimeters to several liters. Then beakers are differentiated from flask in having straight sides. Like beaker have straight sides, whereas flask have this sloping sides. Beakers are often graduated. They are graduated, whereas flask may or may not. These are mainly used to prepare solutions. Now we come to the flask. They are from 25 ml to 5000 ml. They are differentiated into conical flask, flat bottom flask, we will see here. So these are conical flasks which are cone in shape, and they are used for boiling and also for the titration. Flat bottom flasks are used for heating liquids so that heating can be properly done. Then round bottom flask, they can withstand higher temperature, that's why they can be heated with naked flame. So no need to put a wire gauze in between, so directly they can be heated. In volumetric, they are flat bottom, or they are pear in shape with long narrow neck with a specific volume for specific volumetric flask. Like 100 ml volumetric flask will have 100 ml solution, so it has a indicator at the neck, and we can see that this when we fill this liquid till that is 100 ml. So they are mainly used to make up the volume and mainly used for preparing reagents and solution. Now next is measuring cylinder. They are available in 100 and 2000 ml capacities. They are used to measure quantity of a liquid. High degree of accuracy is not possible, but their wide bore is there. Reagent, now the bottles. So first we come to the reagent bottles. These are 25 to 5000 ml capacities. They are cylindrical, narrow neck, fitted with the stopper. They all have stopper. They are of two types. Like this dark colored is amber bottles. If the liquid is or if the solution is light sensitive, then we keep in this amber colored bottles. Whereas if it is not light sensitive or any other reagents, we keep it in a plain bottle. Now dropping bottles, these are about 50 to 100 ml capacities, made up of white and brown, and they have a narrow neck with slotted glass stopper. There is slotted glass stopper which helps to pour drop-wise solution. Now next are burettes. These are used for titration and analytical process, analytical experiments by dispensing different variable measures. Now it has a nozzle at the end which allows drop by drop solution to fall down in a beaker or in a flask, which is used for doing titration. And they are long graduated tubes which are close to lower end, allows a glass stopper there at the end. Then next is pipettes. This pipette is a chemical dropper, is a laboratory tool which is mainly used for transporting or to drop a measured volume of liquid. Like if we want to add 1 ml solution, then we will use 1 ml by the pipette. Here the volume is accurate by the pipette. In measuring cylinder it may or may not be accurate, but in pipetting it is accurate. So pipettes come in several designs. Some you can see where we have 10 ml pipette, so the single pipette which contain 10 ml, while there are long pipettes where it is graduated with 1 to 100 ml or 10 ml to dispense accurate volume of liquid. Then nowadays we are having this type of pipettes. These are known as auto pipettes, which we set the volume. You can see here it is 500 microliters, so we can set the volume and drop accurate volume to the required. Then these are desiccators. They are available in variable size. Any desiccant like sulfuric acid, phosphorus pentoxide, calcium chloride or silica gel can be used, and they may be used to desiccate chemicals used for preparation of accurate normal solution and standards. So here in these desiccators we use that desiccants to desiccate chemicals. Now these are Petri dishes in which you can say sensitivity in microbiology or such type of practicals can be done. And these are watch glasses. Then these are glass rods which help us to shake the solution, spread liquids evenly to stir. Then these are funnels which help to filter the solution. These are droppers which help to drop the solution. And these are slides. Now tubes. These you can see these are test tubes where we can use for the practical purpose. These are of uniform thickness and can withstand mechanical and thermal shocks also. These are centrifugation tubes which are placed in centrifugation machines. Thank you very much. So this our glasswares are over. In the next maybe we will come with the questions on glasswares. Thank you.